When we think of relationships, the scene that comes to mind is often two people who share common ground, communicate effectively, and just move harmoniously through life together. But what happens when one or both partners experiences life differently due to neurodiversity? I'm Jodi Carlton, and I'm a neurodiverse relationship expert, and I'm frequently asked if these neurodiverse relationships can work. And the short answer to that is yes. But like any relationship, it does require effort, willingness, and also an understanding of what neurodiversity actually is and how it's impacting your relationship. The most successful relationships that I've seen are when both partners are willing to really look at themselves and learn about their own brains and wiring, but also be willing to look at each other and understand each other better. Now, I've worked with thousands of partners and couples now through the years, and I've really seen some work really well and thrive, but I've also seen other relationships that ultimately fell apart. And there are various reasons why. And today I want to talk about some of the key characteristics of relationships that thrive and what contributes to that. So first, let's talk a little more about what neurodiversity actually means in a relationship. In these relationships, challenges often arise due to differences in the way people think and perceive their environment, the way they experience emotion, and also in how the brain interprets and experiences sensory information, like what we smell and see or taste or touch, those types of differences. As you can imagine, that misunderstandings can be caused by unmet expectations, especially if partners are not aware that their expectations are actually different. Sometimes the way partners experience emotion and demonstrate it can be really different. It can lead to a lot of friction, a lot of tension, and just a lot of perceived hurt when partners don't understand what's going on. So an example is that a neurotypical partner might see a neurodivergent partner's need for routine and structure as being inflexible, when in reality, the routine for someone who's neurodivergent is to help manage sensory overload or overwhelm, or even some challenges with executive functions like organizing or planning or initiating tasks, following through with tasks, those types of things. So the neurodivergent partner may rely on those structures and routines, but not because they want to be inflexible and don't care about their partner. On the flip side, a neurodivergent person, an autistic neurodivergent person, might interpret a neurotypical partner's request for hug as criticism. They may think that they're being criticized for not doing something that a neurotypical partner was expecting, when in reality, the neurotypical partner may just be a bid for affectionate contact or touch, or just a request for comfort, but not an actual criticism. So as you can imagine, learning about these differences and learning how to communicate about them is critical for neurodiverse relationships to thrive, and for individual partners in these relationships to thrive and feel fulfilled in the relationship as well. So can neurodiverse relationships work? Absolutely they can. And there are actually quite a few couples on the internet, on YouTube and TikTok and other channels that are sharing their own relationships. And I'm going to drop some links in the description here. I see couples making it work every day. And it's important that neurodiversity is only one piece of the puzzle in a relationship. It's a big, important one. But sometimes there are other things that contribute to a relationship not working, to partners not being aligned, different types of dysfunction that one or both partners brings into it. Or sometimes when neurodiversity is a huge factor that's preventing connection, sometimes one or both partners really struggle to ever have the insight and self-awareness to understand their own impact on the other partner. And that can go for a neurotypical partner or a neurodivergent partner. So can I say that across the board neurodiverse relationships work? No. But can I say that some of them can and do? Yes. Absolutely. So if you are confused about your own relationship, maybe you're not even sure if it's a neurodiverse relationship or something different, it's really important that you work with a professional who is aware of neurodiversity and how neurodivergence and differences in partners really affect and impact the relationship and individual partners. You can always reach out to me for a private consultation by visiting jodicarlton.com, where I also have a lot more resources for you there about neurodiversity and how it impacts your relationship.